special Sadaqah Jariyah appeal for UK Islamic Mission. And if you have just tuned in and you're just eagerly awaiting your iftar and you're preparing, helping in the kitchen, both male and females helping in the kitchen, I should say, inshallah, then you really have come to the right place, because we've got a huge opportunity for you to donate to so many different causes, right?
That's right.
I mean, where do we start?
I think let's go with the food packs.
Let's do that. You go ahead.
Okay, so £50 will buy you one food pack for one family. So as you are preparing now in the last half an hour away from the fast opening, you could feed a family for a whole month in 4 different countries for just £50.
Which is, in the scheme of things,
probably what you spent for your iftar today to bring all the goods into the house.
Yeah, if that, to be honest.
Yeah.
It probably is that sort of figure we're talking about. But look, listeners, let's make this black and white. Let's make it crystal clear for you, right? Let's not beat around the bush. We have got the best part of 25 minutes to get your phone calls or your texts. The phone call is 01733 602 133, or you can text or WhatsApp in 07745 278978. Or if you live round the corner from Cromwell Road, where the studio is in the Alam Iqbal Centre, you've still got time to run out and bring in your cash donations, gracefully received by Brother Qasim, Brother Faisal, who are taking the donations today. And you can donate £20 for an Eid gift for an orphan. Just picture that. Your £20 will be providing something like a new dress or a pair of shoes or some form of gift on the day of Eid for an orphan that has quite literally nothing in their lives. But the smile that will appear on their face that day will be because of your £20 that you've donated.
Absolutely.
We had a 7-year-old boy, Ayan, who came on air, phoned in and donated £20 for Eid gift for an orphan. And we'd love to hear more of your youngsters calling up and doing similar to what Ayan did. Credit to him. £50 we've just heard is a food pack for one family for a whole month. So £100 is 2 families for a whole month.
Yeah, double your money, double the result. 2 different families.
Absolutely.
But not just feeding yourself and your own family. Think about someone, and just for today, you would be feeding someone else's family for a whole month.
Yes.
The reward would be absolutely, it's unfathomable.
It is.
You know, we can't put it into words, but you know yourself, when somebody comes round, and like a neighbour comes round, or a family member or a friend, and they come and give you a dish, something to eat, and how much joy that brings to you.
Yeah.
You could do this for someone's whole family for a month. You could bring that joy to them.
Absolutely. We just had another Eid pack at £20 for
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. That's brilliant. Jazakallah khair for your donation. That's brilliant. Please keep them coming. £150 is a water hand pump in Pakistan. So, I mean, I don't need to tell you what sort of benefit that's going to bring the people who will benefit from the water hand pump, but think of the benefits that you will receive as an individual or as a collective. If there's 3 of you or 4 of you or 5 of you that are putting that money together to make that 150, this is a facility that will provide clean drinking water to more than 10 families in a village every day. So as you're preparing for your iftar right now, and maybe you're filling the jug and adding ice to it and getting it at temperature ready to consume at Maghrib, just think about that for a second, that how easy it was for you to place that jug of water on the table for you and your loved ones. Whereas a water hand pump in Pakistan will be providing just the ability to have clean drinking water that will not cause any form of disease. That's only £150. If you're saving up for something, maybe you're saving for a new TV for the family. Maybe your TV is still usable. Maybe you can delay that new TV, just that you've got 150 saved for that. Take it, use it today for the benefit of others and for the rewards that you can gain for yourself today.
Inshallah.
And that TV will still come to you.
It will.
It'll probably come sooner than you expected.
And even better.
And even better and even bigger. Forget the 50, it might be a 65-inch coming your way, inshallah.
That's right.
So there were many. £200, Brother Akil, what does £200
Water
package?
Tankers. Let's just say an upgrade now from the water hand pump, but this is for Gaza and Yemen. You know, we spoke about this quite a lot already on the show in terms of the deadly diseases such as cholera. There's over 1 million people in Yemen that have been affected by diseases during the current crisis. I mean, that is staggering. And just this water tank for £200, you will literally help save the lives of thousands of people.
SubhanAllah.
That is in Gaza and in Yemen. I don't need to tell our listeners, I don't need to tell the people around the world the plight of the Palestinians, of what they are going through.
Yeah.
Whether it's on a medical, water, food, shelter, whatever it may be, they're on the front line of our ummah. They are dying every single day.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, because of the basic basic things they don't have: access to clean water,
Yes.
access to medication, and this is our chance to make a change in the world, and not within our own souls, but physically around the world with people who we would not ever, most likely never meet.
No.
But their dua will be with you forever, even when you die.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that goes for the second pack, the £250. Both Gaza and Yemen, you can get involved in supplying either a water tanker or medical supplies. For just £50 more, £250 will help buy basic but desperately needed medical supplies to help relieve the pressure and suffering and distress of the people in these countries. And you only have to do a simple Google search or other search engines that are available, and you can see the plight of these people who require just the most basic medical supplies.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. What an opportunity. Sheikh, obviously you've done a lot of work for charities over the years, and you've seen some of the amazing causes that are out there, some of which we're speaking about today. But this particular package that Akil has spoken about, the £250 medical supplies for hospitals, why do you think it's so important that our listeners take particular notice of this particular cause?
SubhanAllah, £250 for medical supplies for hospitals in Gaza and Yemen. And I'm going back looking at Gaza specifically. I remember this, and this is so important. We don't understand what a bandage means, or a clean bandages, or clean, utensils, or the fact that even like things like plasters.
Yeah.
Ajib, in a place where you think we live in a first world country, so we take it for granted. We can buy most of this over the counter. It's just there. You can access it.
Yeah.
You can buy antiseptics just over the counter. It's just not even over the counter, off the shelf.
Yeah.
Right. These are the things that are killing a lot of people in places like Gaza and in countries like Yemen. Just the basic, the fact that they haven't got enough things to clean themselves with because of the unhygienic environment.
Yeah.
Because it's war torn. People are wounded everywhere, left, right, and centre. There's, people are getting injured because they're walking over rubble and they're walking through this. Look, this is a fight for survival.
It is.
And in a fight for survival, it's the smaller things that kill you.
Yes.
It's the minor things. And to the extent that they don't even have paracetamols and painkillers, and forget the morphines and the other kind of stuff.
Of
I'm
course.
talking basic, ibuprofen and paracetamols.
Subhanallah.
This £250 goes beyond anything you can imagine. This is life saving.
Yeah.
Imagine the trauma that comes
Yeah.
with these injuries.
Yeah.
One or the other at some point will kill you.
Yeah.
And what we're saying at this point is £250 will allow a hospital, to see hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Hundreds, if not thousands. A pack, and this is literally a first aid kit. We're going to be saving lives via a first aid kit. Wallahi, living in the UK, first aid kits are everywhere. I'm looking at the corner of the studio, I can see one.
Yeah.
A green one just over there.
Yeah.
You think about it, they're everywhere. We just take it for granted.
Indeed.
Right? These are places that, subhanAllah, a first aid kit will save lives. It will change the way people are. A bandage, a clean bandage, once affected, will kill you.
Yeah.
Your hands and things will rot. At some point, the infection will then get inside, it'll be in your blood, it will through your bloodstream, it will get to the vital organs in your body.
Yeah.
It will start to shut things down.
Subhanallah.
So just imagine this, subhanAllah, that we take this for granted, subhanAllah. So, we can turn up anywhere. Wallahi, I ask people, have you got a paracetamol?
Yeah.
It's such a normal thing. I've got a headache, have you got a paracetamol?
Yeah.
Right? And someone pops one out their bag or their pocket or something, right? Imagine this, ajib. Ajib, wallahi, so ajib. And look at us. How grateful should we be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Brothers and sisters, £250 is a life-saving medical kit or medical supplies for Gaza and for Yemen. Please, inshallah, come forth, even if it's 5 of you, okay?
Yeah.
Chip in, 4, 5, 10, I don't know how many, whoever, a group of us come together, inshallah, and chip in and let's provide a medical kit by calling the number 01733 602 133, and I'll repeat that again, that's 01733 602 133, or text us on 07745 278 978. Ikhwanuna, we are literally coming into the glorious, beautiful moments of iftar, where we will break our fast. This is the time we ask Allah for dua. This is the time where we do lots of dhikr. This is the time that the Prophet ﷺ told us to practice our ibadat. Ikhwanuna, I remind you that charity is also a part of our ibadat. It's part of our worship. It's core. It's part of the core worship. Sadaqah is that action which will remove the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and grant us the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's that action that will give us a good death. It's that action that will give us a lofty place on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Ikhwanuna, pick up the phones inshallah and dial 01733 602 133.
Inshallah. And you're running out of time, listeners. You really are, and I don't want you to miss this opportunity. You have seriously now 15 minutes. That is all the time we have left for this appeal, unfortunately, and we'd love to go on further, but time does not permit us to do that. So 15 minutes to pick up the phone, and we can take lots of donations in that time. Don't think, oh, there's no time, you're not going to get through. We have calls. We have call attendants ready to take your calls right now. You will get through, and if you don't, just try a second time, because we do desperately need these donations to come flowing in, which has been happening, mashallah. You've been great, alhamdulillah. Peterborough has been very generous as always, but I know that there's still more out there, and I know it's a busy time and you're preparing for iftar, but just think for a second, just going back to what Sheikh was talking about regarding medical supplies. Just for a second, imagine that your child is playing on the street or in your garden, and they fall, God forbid, and they hurt themselves and they cut their knee badly, and there's blood, but you don't have a plaster in the house. You as a parent or as a guardian would panic. That's the first thing that comes to your mind, is you don't have the necessary materials or equipment to deal with your child's injury or your little brother's injury or little sister's injury. And just knowing that these things that we take for granted that are in the home, you don't think twice about it. You'll go to the cupboard, you'll get a plaster, you'll clean the wound, you'll put the plaster on the wound, and inshallah the child will be fine. But imagine those children and those people in Gaza, in Yemen, that don't have those supplies. The basics, like Sheikh was saying, the very basics to deal with injuries. Nothing at all. So just imagine, put yourselves in that terrible, terrible situation. And closing your eyes is a wonderful way to do that. It's just to close your eyes and almost transpose yourself into that environment and imagine yourself or your loved ones, as horrible as it may sound, being in those treacherous environments, those life-threatening environments where you know that you will rely on the good of others, the good of you, to provide those facilities and those much-needed supplies in that environment. That's all you need to do, is just give that a second's thought, and I guarantee you'll be reaching for the phone. 01733 602 133, and we haven't even touched upon the reward element that would come from you picking up the phone, but that is frankly a given.
Absolutely.
Our faith teaches us the rewards that come with making donations for charity and for the needy. Brother Akil.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking to myself, sometimes people go through life thinking, well, I need to just be worried about myself and I'll be fine. But, you soon realize, before you know it, if you haven't passed on the good message that's been given to us, who's going to remember us?
Yes, indeed.
What are we going to leave behind?
Yeah.
And we have a golden opportunity today where, I often sometimes you see in the news where you see orphans, you're thinking, your life, we had the ability, we could, become foster parents, or we could do this, we could do that.
Yeah.
And today Allah has given us the opportunity for just £30 a month to sponsor an orphan.
Yes.
To change that child's life. We may not meet them, but Allah will, the UKIM will be working with people on the ground who will be able to provide all the needs they have.
Yeah.
But the money that you will give, that £30 a month, the food, the clothes, the education, the shelter, the support, all these things in so many countries for one orphan, you can make that change.
Absolutely.
And in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot of money.
No, it's not.
Not for £1 a day.
No.
That you can change someone who's lost their parents, siblings, who's lost their way of life, has no direction, probably has health issues, has nothing, destitute.
Yeah.
No shoes, no forward plan, not thinking about Easter holidays, not thinking about half term, not thinking about Christmas, not thinking about Eid.
They're living day to day.
Nothing. Day to day, hand to mouth. What are they going to do? But today you have the opportunity, aside from spending time with your loved ones today and opening your iftar, for £1 a day, you could change someone's life.
Yeah. And I know from experience, as I know you do as well, Brother Akil, that sponsoring an orphan, UKIM, you will receive in the post a pack with a photo of the orphan that you're helping and some information about them and their lives and their name,
That's right.
etc. And you may or may not want that information, but it is sent to you in the hope that it will hopefully spur you on to sponsor other orphans,
Absolutely.
because you know that you're actually affecting positively and impacting positively an individual, and it becomes real when you see the person, not in the flesh but in a picture.
And as Sheikh eloquently described to us earlier on as well, is that if you never meet this child, when you go from this world, that child will become a man or a woman who on deen, that dua, those goods that will come to you every single day while you can no longer accrue any other. So if you're wondering, like I often do think to myself, what good am I going to leave behind in this world?
Yeah.
This is a golden opportunity.
Indeed.
Other than us doing our own dava and doing these things, doing these appeals, this is huge.
Yeah.
This could be something that affects generations. What more do you want?
Indeed.
Absolutely.
This is a generational change.
Absolutely.
And then nowadays, we now, because of our ages and things, I remember people used to say to us that we were the next generation.
Yeah.
We are now pleading with you for the next generation.
Absolutely.
We are talking about the next flag bearers of Islam.
Indeed.
We are now talking about the next Hafiz of the Quran after we go. That's what we're talking about.
Yes. Well said.
For £1 a day.
Indeed. There is now 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes to go, brothers and sisters, respected elders, respected business owners. We're still waiting for a business to call in and donate generously so we can give you a live advert for your
I'm actually looking
establishment.
forward to that. So somebody please do that.
Yeah. I'll be looking at you to do that advert, right?
Oh my God.
It will all rest on your
I'm going to look
shoulders.
at Sheikh for the jingle.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
But look, time is fast running out, brothers and sisters. You need to pick up that phone. I can see the phones are ringing right now, and there's someone's on the phone right now. Inshallah, we do have another donation coming through. But time is fast running out, and we need to allow a few minutes for Sheikh to kind of close with a dua as well.
Yeah, of course.
Inshallah, that we can hear before that. But please don't forget as well, of course your zakat is applicable, and your fidya, which is £4 per fast, as well, is also applicable as well for today. So if you haven't done so, please do give us a call, 01733 602 133, or pop into the studio. You still have time. I think 8:46, I believe, today is the opening of the fast, right? 8:46, I believe it is.
Well,
So
that's late for a Londoner.
is that late for a Londoner, isn't it?
Yes,
What time is it in London?
We're looking at about 30, so 31,
Oh, is it?
32,
Is it?
yeah.
Inshallah. Okay. Well, we were in Amsterdam recently, Akil and I, and it was 9:22.
8:46, you're right. Yeah.
8:46 today.
No wonder
Okay.
you remembered it. And I can't recall Amsterdam.
Okay, alhamdulillah, we just had another donation, one orphan and one water pump, and I don't know what that means. So one orphan, one water pump, and £510. I think it might mean the total of that is £510.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Takbir!
Allahu Akbar!
Takbir!
Allahu Akbar!
Takbir!
Allahu Akbar.
MashaAllah.
May Allah make this weighty on your scales, whoever the donor is.
Ameen.
May Allah accept the du'as in your heart this
Ameen.
Ramadan. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ensure that this is a means of sadaqah jariyah for you, inshallah.
Oh, I've just been told in my ear that it's your brother that's donated.
Okay, MashaAllah.
Mashallah.
MashaAllah.
Mashallah.
MashaAllah.
Brother Yazi.
Yes.
Mashallah. Brilliant.
Mashallah.
That's great.
Well
Jazakallah. Well done, he said. You've got the seal of approval, Brother Yazi.
MashaAllah.
Mashallah. That's brilliant. Look, we've got 6 minutes. No, we've got 8 minutes. That's all we have left, unfortunately. And we need to leave time for dua from our learned colleague, Sheikh Yusuf Ahmed Zahabi as well, who's blessed us with his presence today. And without which, quite frankly, those reminders would not have been driven home quite so eloquently, I think.
No, I agree with you.
So we're very thankful to him for taking time out of his day to come up from London. Actually, down from Manchester, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, we went up to Manchester and then down to. Am I down? Where am I?
You're
are
down,
down,
you're
yeah.
Peterborough now.
Yeah.
I'm down.
You're down.
Yeah.
I'm down from Manchester. but
That's right.
Am I still up from London?
You're up from London.
Up from London.
Subhanallah.
Up from London, down from Manchester.
Can you make sure you break your fast in the city just in case you have some sort of issue with directions?
I tell you, it's a blessing to have a tom-tom.
Right, 01733, Brother Akil.
602133 without even looking.
Wow. So you are a Salaam Radio aficionado, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's the number to call, brothers and sisters. The packages, again, you know them by now. I know you've been listening since 8 o'clock, inshallah. But if you literally have just tuned in and you want to donate just before your iftar, you can do that. £20 is a needed gift for an orphan, £50 a food pack for one family, £100 times two families, and that's for a whole month. £150 a water hand pump in Pakistan. £200 is a clean drinking water supply. These are water tankers, mobile water tankers for Gaza and Yemen. £250 crucial medical supplies for hospitals in Gaza and Yemen. £30 a month or £360 a year to sponsor an orphan. This provides education, food, clothes, shelter, and family support for a child for 1 whole year. And last but not least, £340 or £29 a month for 1 year sponsorship of a Hafiz Quran. And this again provides food, clothes, education, etc. For 3.5 years. And more than 1,000 children have now completed their Hifz Quran in different countries because of UK Islamic Missions.
MashaAllah. And why would you not want to be a part of that journey?
Exactly.
Why would you not want to be a part of that statistic? Why would you not want to be a part of that historic moment? And why would you not also want to be standing next to these people on their judgment and say, Ya Allah, I did something.
Indeed.
I've got something to present to you which is good.
Yep. Right, the total right now is £6,310, mashallah.
Mashallah.
Brilliant. I'm pleased that we've broken the 6,000. Mashallah, Peterborough stepped up. Sheikh, we have about 4 minutes, maybe just a bit over, if you wouldn't mind kind of leading the end of the show into a dua for us.
That's fine, inshallah. First and foremost, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all those who gave.
Ameen.
May He accept those who made the intention to give or unable to give. May Allah grant tawfiq to those who wanted to and couldn't.
Ameen.
So may Allah accept everyone for their intentions and for the love today. May Allah make it all weighty on our scales, inshallah.
Ameen.
May Allah accept from all of us. I just want to give a closing thought first.
Sure.
That whenever we do something like this and whenever we come together for appeals, it is hard. It's hard for those who are presenting. It's hard for those who are listening, because we're all going through it. We're all on different journeys, every single one of us. That journey ends up in one place, and that's literally the grave. That's where we end up. I want us to just remember for 1 second ourselves and think that today, what have I done today? What good act have I done today that I can place in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and say, Ya Allah, on this blessed day of Ramadan, I tried. And this is what I've done. It's not enough, but I tried.
Yeah.
So on the basis of me trying, Ya Allah, forgive me and allow me to live a life of piety, of good health, and so on and so forth. Meaning, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sometimes what we have to do is ask Him, but bargain with Him.
Yeah.
Because Allah loves that. Allah loves that His slave comes back and bargains with Him. So on this blessed occasion, I ask every single one of us who's listening right now to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by bargaining with something good that you did today. And if you haven't, you still have the opportunity to do something afterwards, inshallah. Okay? Or now, you still have the opportunity to do something. So do something.
Yeah.
Whether it's something very small or big, whatever it might be, do a good act, and then via that act ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless you. And I want to end with this positive note, okay? That whatever it is, we're still in the month of Ramadan, okay? Still remember to be good to one another, to share love with one another, to share kindness with one another, your neighbors, your family members, your friends, and don't hold anything in your heart. It's the month of Ramadan. That's not good for you, grudges or anything like that. Okay, remember there's far too much in the world already. Okay, going on for us to do anything like this. So just remember, keep your hearts free, inshallah, and Allah will bless us. I'm going to do a quick dua, inshallah. So if you want to raise your hands, inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallayta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار برحمتك يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنك لا تدع لنا في مقامنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا كربا إلا نفسته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا عسيرا إلا يسرته ولا ولدا إلا أصلحته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا هي لك رضا ولنا فيها صلاح أنتها ويسرتها لنا يا رب العالمين. Ya Allah, on this blessed day of Ramadan, accept every single one of us and our efforts. Ya Allah, ensure that every single one of us that has tried or had the intention to try, Ya Allah, ensure that Ya Allah, every single one of us has a scale that is weighty on Yawm al-Qiyamah.
Amen.
Ya Allah, we pray to you and we ask you and we beg of you for your mercy, Ya Rabb. Ya Allah, we ask you that you forgive every single one of us and all our shortcomings.
Amen.
Ya Allah, all of our family members that have passed away, that are now, Ya Allah, in their qubur and resting, Ya Allah, grant every single one of them Jannatul Firdaus.
Amen.
Ya Allah, in this month, elevate their status, Ya Rabb, and send your angels to serve them. Ya Allah, we ask you that all of our parents that have passed away, Ya Rabb, that you grant every single one of our parents Jannatul Firdaus. Ya Allah, those of us who have parents that are living, Ya Allah, grant them health. Ya Allah, grant them health. Ya Allah, grant them health. Ya Allah, grant them hayatan tayyiba. Ya Allah, give us the ability to serve them and to gain your pleasure in Jannah. Ya Allah, all those that have given sadaqah, Ya Rabbal Alameen, whatever dua every single one of the listeners has in their heart, Ya Rabbal Alameen, you are alimun bidhati sudur. Ya Allah, you are the knower of the things that are within our heart and our chest. Ya Allah, accept our dua. Ya Allah, accept our dua. Ya Allah, accept our fasting. Ya Allah, alleviate the suffering around the world, Ya Rabb. Ya Allah, help all our brothers and sisters in different countries that are suffering. Ya Allah, all the orphans that are suffering, Ya Allah, help them. Ya Allah, alleviate the poverty around the world, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, accept our dua. Ya Allah, accept our dua. Ya Allah, accept our dua. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you for the donations. Assalamu alaikum.
MashaAllah.
Stay tuned